Good evening, D&D here. Today I wanted to talk about the Bell slider lock. It can also be branded Dudley. And this lock has 9 sliders in it, and the key has 2 tracks cut into it. So yeah, one on the left, one on the right hand side. And the key sets the sliders, and you can open the lock like so. But this lock has an interesting feature which probably hasn't been touched on in any other video I've seen. Basically, when you operate the lock, it's not actually using all 9 sliders. It's only using the 5 sliders on the left. So this track here will set the 5 sliders on the left. Then they're no longer obstructing the plug, and you can turn it. The track on the other side, with this fairly straight looking groove here, is actually inactive. This is just centering the sliders roughly, and it doesn't actually do anything. The 4 sliders on the right are not in the way of the plug turning, so they do nothing. So why are they there? Well, there is a second key that works with all of these locks. This is the master key. And as you can see, it has a small nub there. So what does that do? Well, this lock has this interesting projection on the back. And obviously that's so it can accommodate the key. But this inner plug is actually sprung, and it can actually be pushed inwards, backwards a small amount. That's what that nub does. So, as you can see, the left-hand track on this key just centers the sliders, and the track on the right-hand side is now active, unlike this one's. So, basically, the plug will not push back normally. It's being obstructed by the 4 sliders on the right that prevent that from happening. If you insert the master key, those 4 sliders are now set. So when you push this back, it'll go in. And there is a spring as well in the back, right in the back of the lock there. And that nub is pushing in on that. So when that pushes in, it turns. Because when you push it in, the 5 sliders on the left are no longer in the way of the plug. There are grooves that are cut in the housing and the plug that prevent when it's pushed in, prevent those sliders from interacting. So when the plug is in its resting state, the 5 sliders here are active and the 4 here are not. But to push it back, the sliders on the right have to be set. So you need the master key, and when it's pushed back, the 5 on the right are now inactive, and the 5 on the 5 on the left are inactive, and the 5 on the right are now set. So it works. Basically, this allows for master keying. So say you had a whole bunch of lockers or something. Each person would be assigned an operating key, and the person who owns the lockers would use the master key, and this will open any Bell slider lock which is in the JY series in that system. So all these ones are labeled, JY292, this one. Any labeled JY at all, so there's 2,000 or 3,000 different possible bittings for that. This will open all of them, but only the JY ones. So there are quite a few other codes as well. This is just one of them. But yeah, so basically this can be opened in 2 completely different ways, which is interesting. And as far as I know, no one has filmed picking it in the master fashion. So in other words, tensioning inwards on this. You need to push that in and then set the 4 on the right. And then it will go back, and then you can just turn it. So today we're going to do that. And we'll also pick it to the operating as well, just for the sake of it. That has been done at least by someone else. I think Lockpicking Lawyer did a video of the parking meter version of this that had 8 sliders. So the 8 slider one I think has been picked. Not this format, I don't think, but it's the same thing basically. But I'm pretty sure it hasn't been picked. It hasn't been picked in the master to the master shear line, if you want to call it a shear line. So we'll do that today, and I'll cut to doing that. I've filmed that separately already, and then also after that we'll pick to the operating shear as well. So if you have any questions about this lock, just let me know. You can ping me on Discord or something. I can't gut it. It's riveted shut, so there's a rivet there and there. At some point I should have one of these that I can gut. So I don't know, I might redo this video or I might just show it off separately. But yeah, this lock is sealed. So if I just... you can hear the sliders in there. So there's 9 of them. But yeah. Alright, I'll cut to those videos now. And yeah, cheers. There we go. As you can see, this is riveted shut. I won't be gutting this because it's riveted shut. This is designed so you can slam it closed without having to use the key again. But it's disconnected from this, so you can't move this in except by turning this. There we go. So that's the Bell slider lock. Well, this one's actually Dudley branded, but They're actually all made by the Eagle Lock Company. It actually says it on there. Terryville, Connecticut. They make a few other slider locks as well, you might have seen. But yes, that is the 8 slider version of this picked to the master code. So thanks for watching. There we go. There. It's still riveted shut. See the rivets there? I hope to be able to gut one of these soon, but this one is riveted for now. You can hear the sliders inside there. All right. Thanks for watching.